for this particular group data. Remember, a group data is a data that has frequency. That's a simple definition. So see that the number of students denote the frequencies, the number of hours denote the midpoint x. Take note. Now, how do you calculate the standard deviation? Well, it's very simple. So what you do is to come up with a formula. Let's come up with a formula for computing the standard deviation. Let's see how we go about it. So this is the formula that we have here. X denote the midpoint and F denote the frequencies, as we're able to see. And this is the formula for the standard deviation SD, which is the square root of the summation of fx squared over the summation of frequencies minus the mean squared. So then how do you go about it? So see that from this particular formula, we're able to see two things. We're able to see this with the summation of fx squared over the summation of frequencies, and the midi, of course, the mean squared. The mean squared, x bar is the mean. So what we do is to extract these two things. If you wish, you can say, let me first start by finding the mean x bar. So you say x bar is equal to the sum of the frequencies and the midpoint all over the sum of the frequencies. So see here that this will equal to x is 1. It is this one here which you're seeing. So we'll be multiplying 1 times 0 plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times 3 plus 4 times 5 plus 5 times 6 plus 6 times 2 plus 7 plus 1. Then everything would divide by the total frequencies, which will be 0 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1. Let's get started. So 1 times 0 plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times 3 plus 4 times 5 plus 5 times 6 plus 6 times 2 plus 7 times 1. Then everything will divide by the total number of the frequencies. So the frequencies we see, we have 0 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, so see that the frequencies, if we say 0 plus 3, it will be 3 plus 3, that is 6, plus 5, that's 11, plus 6, that's 17, plus 2, that is 19, and plus 1, that is 20. So everything we divide all over by 20, then we get going. So this will, if you simplify, 1 times 0 is 0, 2 times 2, that is 6, 3 times 3, that is 9, 4 by 4, that is 20, 5 times 6, that's 30, 6 by 2, that's 12, 7 by 1, that's 7. Everything you divide all over by. If you simplify this, you see here that you have, you get your calculator, you're going to have, you're going to have 0 plus 6 plus 9 plus 20. Are we seeing 0 plus 6 plus 9 plus 20 plus 30 plus 12 plus 7? The answer we have is 84. So then you write 84, everything divided by 20. If you divide this, you have 84 divided by 20. So you have 4.2 here. This is your mean. Okay, this is your mean. Okay, remember this 4.2 is actually your mean, which is your x bar, your 4.2. What else do we need in the formula? In the formula, we also see here that we have this other part, which is this one here. So let's do the same also. Let's extract this and try to find out what this is. Okay, remember the first thing, we had to find the mean, which is x bar, and this is how you go about finding the mean, right? You multiply the x times the f plus 2 times 3 and so forth and so on until you get to the last number here. Now let's turn attention to finding this part right here. Okay, so we've extracted this from the formula. Remember, this is the summation of fx squared over summation of fx. So let's get started. So here we see that we'll be multiplying the frequency times the midpoint squared. So in the case of this one, we can see to say here the frequency is 0, so we do the same. If anything, the only difference which you're able to see here is that we'll be squaring this midpoint. We'll be squaring this particular midpoint. We square this particular midpoint. That's what you do. Okay, so let's see how we go about this one. Okay, let's see how we go about this one. So we are going to say this will be 1 squared times 0 plus 2 squared times 3 plus 3 squared times 3 plus 4 squared times 5 plus 5 squared times 6 plus 6 squared times 2 plus 7 squared times 1 as our last number here. Then when we simplify this, you get your calculator. When you get your calculator, we see here that we're going to have 1 squared is 1 times 0 is 0. So here of 0 plus 2 squared is 4 by 3 is 12 plus 3 squared is 9 by 3 is 27 plus 4 squared is 16. 4 squared is 16. 16 by 5, we see here that we're going to have 80. 25 times 6 will have 150. 36 squared, 6 squared is 36 by 2 is 72. 7 squared is 49 is 49. So you see that in our numerator figure here, all over has by just this we're going to have. Let's add all these numbers. So we add 0, okay, plus 0, 12 plus 27 plus 80 plus 150 plus 72 plus 49, then the answer is 390. So the answer is 390 all over. You divide by 20. If you divide there, you're going to have 390 we divide by 20. So we have 19.5. So this 19.5 is what we have. Remember, this is what we have. Now, let's go back to the formula. This is the formula that we have here. So we can safely now say, inside the square root, this has given us 19.5. Just this has given us 19.5. So write 19.5 minus the mean we got as 4.2, but remember the mean has to be squared. Now let's work out what is inside the square root and see what we have. Once again, get your calculator. So we're going to say 19.5 minus 4.2 squared. See the difference there? So we're going to have 1.8. So we're going to write inside the square root, we write 1.86. Then we need to square root the answer. So you see that the square root will be the square root of 1.86 is equal to 1.3